An international trip with a total of almost 17 hours and 3 connecting flights. For the transfers, there are 2 hours in Muscat and 2 hours in Heathrow. It all sounds very stressful, and it definitely can be.
KLM departure to Amsterdam, flight number 1032, final call. Now closing at gate 15.
We're going. I'll talk to you later. Bye. So how do you survive an international long-haul flight like this? During this trip, I'll show you how to handle it like a pro and also the mistakes I made so you won't make them. My luggage didn't arrive. We're flying with Oman Airways, and you'll also see what you can expect from this airline with a total review at the end of this video. Our long-haul flight starts from Bangalore, India, where I live now, and our end destination is going to be Amsterdam in the Netherlands. This is the country where I grew up and where my parents still live. For more videos in the future, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notifications whenever I post a new video. Without further ado, let's fly. Thank you. Thank you. It's not even final call. The leg space is really the most important thing on these long-haul flights. I am quite a short girl. I am 1 meter and 67 centimeters, and I always carry 2 bags, one laptop bag and one handbag. As you can see, there is not that much leg space, so I just put my first bag and then I take out all the valuables out of my first bag that I might need during my flight, so my phone and a pen if I want to write something. Then I put my handbag under the seat as well. Obviously, I will have less leg space, but because I'm short, I usually don't mind it. However, on this Oman Air flight, I was just hoping that it was limited leg space for this flight, which unfortunately it didn't turn out to be, but I'll talk more about that later. As for the seat amenities, there was a USB charger for your phone, but unfortunately no real power plug. There is a touchscreen for the entertainment, and it's quite a large screen. I checked out the Bollywood collection and I was very pleased with what I found. They actually have subcategories with the Best of Khans, Yash Raj collection, and also even a Dutch special. The touchscreen is very easy to use, as the beautiful auntie in front of me is demonstrating. There is also a coat hanger, but looking at the limited leg space that you already have, I wouldn't advise you to use this. Instead, you can put your coat in the overhead bins to maximize your seat space. However, I always get very chilly, so I keep all of my 1,000 layers with me in case I get cold. A Bluetooth headphone is such a game changer on long-haul flights. You can watch downloaded videos or listen to podcasts without any wires getting tangled up, especially when you have such limited seat space. That's absolutely amazing. Currently, I'm saving up for the queen of wireless headphones from the brand Bose, but in the meantime, these from the brand JBL do the job pretty well. My phone battery was already pretty drained, and I was very happy there was a USB charger at the seat. However, it turned out the slot didn't function perfectly and needed pressure to keep charging. So I put some good old Indian jugaad, aka do-it-yourself, to action and folded the cable around the coat hanger. Luckily, that worked. I always keep my shoes on during takeoff and landing because that's when the most emergencies happen on airplanes. After that, I take them off, especially on long-haul flights. You need to be as comfortable as possible. If you're lucky, you'll have empty seats next to you and be able to lie down for a nap before lunch like I did. Because I woke up at 4 a.m. for this flight, I was absolutely exhausted and so happy with the empty seats next to me. Can I have the veg meal, please? Thank you. This is okay. Thank you. I'm usually not a huge fan of airplane meals, but they have really gotten better over the past few years. This meal included 2 rotis, a main meal with yellow rice and paneer and gravy, and for dessert there was kheer, an Indian rice pudding. The main meal was really hot, and I have to admit the paneer with the yellow rice tasted really good. Kudos to Oman Air for that. The rotis looked really thick and quite unappealing, I have to say. The taste was alright, but they were really too thick for my taste. As for dessert, I am not a rice pudding type of person in general. I did try it and the taste was good, but the texture always puts me off, which is absolutely just a personal issue of mine.
Sadly, we remind you that most unlimited artillery request mungkin area inside the terminal building. Thank you. Cabin crew prepare cabin for arrival.
I kind of underestimated this long distance travel, I guess. I couldn't even remember when was the last time that I had such a long flight. Today we're flying for a little under 17 hours. We have 2 stopovers, of which this is the first one, Oman. In general, I really love stopovers because you get to stretch your legs, you get to walk around. This airport looks absolutely phenomenal and I love discovering new airports. But this flight already felt quite long for me. And it was like 4.5 hours or something. We have 4 hours of Wi-Fi, which is more than enough because our next flight to London is departing in an hour. So we have a little bit of time to walk around here and check out Oman Airport. Well, not really. I ended up having to run anyways as I got caught up in typing some emails. A 2-hour stopover is a good time, allowing enough time for passport control and security check. Anything less than an hour means you really have to run to your next flight and chances are high you might miss it. Well, I really messed up on this flight with my seat choice. It looked like I'd have a window when I was picking a seat during online check-in. I didn't, and with this limited leg space, I really felt trapped on this flight. When dinner finally arrived, it turned out the main meal was the same like on the last flight with just added okra as a vegetable. Also, a bun with butter and some very bland looking vegetables were added. The main meal tasted pretty good, even though I do think okra is an odd vegetable to add. The other vegetables were indeed very bland, but that's good for people who don't like too many spices. The dessert of Black Forest cream cake was super yummy. When I tried out the entertainment system, I was very excited to watch some Bollywood classics. Unfortunately, it turned out there were no English subtitles, so I was destined to just watch some Hollywood movies.
KLM departure to Amsterdam, flight number 1032, final call. Now closing at gate 15.
We're going. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Dames en heren, welkom in Amsterdam. Wilt u nog even blijven zitten totdat de verlichting van het bordje stoering vast is uitgedaan en wees voorzichtig met het openen van de bagagebakken. Er kan mogelijk handbagage uitvallen. We nemen afscheid van u namens KLM met de gehele bemanning. Hartelijk dank en graag tot ziens.
My luggage didn't arrive. Thanks, Oman Air. Now I have to figure out where it is. Hi. Well, my suitcase got lost. In Heathrow, I already had to run to make my flight, so I can't even imagine what happened to my luggage. Airports charge airlines very high fees for gate time. So the longer KLM is at the gate in Heathrow, which is one of the most expensive airports in the world to have gate time, they need to pay a lot more. So of course it is cheaper to just leave the luggage, leave, and then get the luggage transported back. Overall, Heathrow is very stressful. It's one of my least favorite airports to travel in the world because they are so incredibly particular about the security. I was in LA before 2 times. Not even in the US have they ever asked me to put all my liquids in those silly plastic bags. Not only that, to close the plastic bags. This time I knew, but last time the lady who was at the security, she literally made me throw away 30% of all my beauty products because they fitted in a plastic bag, but I couldn't close it. She was a very mean person. But luckily yesterday I had really nice people at security in Heathrow. That's not the only reason why Heathrow is such a beast, let's call it. It is also a very tricky airport. I believe one of the most tricky in the world in terms of how to get to your gate. It's so easy to get lost. I do absolutely love all the amenities that they have at Heathrow. It smelled perfect. It smelled like cinnamon toast on Christmas morning, but I got lost. I didn't know where my terminal was. Somebody told me to go outside. Then I had to take elevators to a different floor. On the different floor, I had to get another ticket printed because they couldn't print that in Bangalore. So I would definitely warn you before you go to Heathrow to definitely check all your toiletries, because they are going to be incredibly strict with that silly little, I want to say stupid, so I'm just going to say stupid, plastic bag that has to close. It cannot be opened. And then you still have to find your way through the whole maze that is called Heathrow. If you have a stopover there, please just immediately go to your gate. Don't take any risks, because probably on your way to that gate, you will encounter already quite a lot of obstacles that you will need the time for for your stopover. Anyways, I hope KLM finds my bag. I will keep you posted. I am back at my parents' house. I have to honestly admit, I did not enjoy flying with Oman Air that much. Their biggest asset is absolutely their fantastic staff. The staff is wonderful, but their amenities, the leg space that you have, the meals that they serve, it's all meh. The ticket cost me, how much did it cost me? About 650 euros. And the reason why I did 2 relatively short stopovers is because either the flights were ridiculously expensive. Right now we're getting into Christmas season, so all the flights to the Netherlands and to Europe in general are getting very expensive. The direct flights were over, I think, 1,200, 1,300 euros already. This was the best flight that I could get, where I had really, really nice stopover times, where I didn't have to waste too much time at an airport, but also didn't have to run to make my flight. If you can choose between Oman Air, Etihad or Emirates, Emirates absolutely number 1, Etihad number 2, and then Oman Air. But if you are flying Oman Air, the staff is wonderful and they will pamper you, and they're so nice. So Oman Air, cherish your staff, and please improve the amenities a little bit. The leg space, mainly the leg space. I'm not even a tall person, but the leg space at one point really started to annoy me. If you like this video, make sure to put a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed to my channel, make sure to click the subscribe button, and also click the little bell icon to get the notifications whenever I post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.
Yeah, exactly, huh?
Maybe I'll stand off to her.
Sorry.